I'm going to show you here in Blackboard 4 folders for the chapters in this course. Chapter 1 is about statistics, data, and statistical thinking. Here in the first folder for Chapter 1, you can see the suggested sequence for Chapter 1, and then you're going to have access to the outlines again. I just wanted to make sure that you can access them if you're in Blackboard already, or you can access them in my Stat Lab. Here is the video playlist again. Remember, you will need to watch the videos first in my Stat Lab to get credit for watching it. Then you can always refer back to the playlist here if you want to watch it again. But make sure you're watching the videos in my Stat Lab to get the credit for it. Below the playlist is a list of the homework and quizzes that you'll need to do in my Stat Lab. It's just another reference for you. These are also listed on the calendar. They're also found in my Stat Lab. These are the associated objectives for Chapter 1. And then for Chapter 1 exam, you will go to my Stat Lab and sign in. You can print out the formula sheet if you would like to have that formula sheet. And you're going to be submitting some work papers as well as doing the exam online. Let's go and look at Chapter 2. So we'll go back to the home page and find Chapter 2. Again, you're given a suggested sequence. The outlines are here as well as in my Stat Lab. The video playlist is here. A list of all homework and quiz assignments is listed here. These are found in my Stat Lab. The objectives for Chapter 2 are all listed here as well. After the list of objectives for the chapter, you can see that there are some Blackboard worksheets, and this is where you're going to submit your worksheet. You can see the attachment here if you want to print out the worksheet here. It's also available in my Stat Lab. So once you see it, you can print it out. It's only one page for this worksheet, one problem to work. You will work it out, show all the work on the paper, scan it, then send it back to me as a PDF file. Once you have it, you'll be able to click on Submit It, and you can see the point value associated with it, and a due date will be updated for you here. You can browse your computer if you've saved this document, or if you've saved the file on your computer or your phone, wherever you need to browse. And if you want to write any comment along with the assignment, feel free to put that in the text box. And then click Submit. Since I'm not submitting one now, I'm going to cancel to get out. And this is where you're going to come in Blackboard to submit your paper assignments. So if it is a Chapter 2 worksheet, then click on the Chapter 2 folder, and that's where you're going to find all of the submissions. There are focused exercises associated with Chapter 2 also, and it's to your benefit to do as many of these as possible just to help you to understand the concepts better. Some of them have video to watch, some of them have paper instructions, some of them are actually kind of fun. So I hope that you will work on those focused exercises. The review is available here and in my Stat Lab, and then once you complete all of the materials for Chapter 2, then you will have access to the exam. The exam is in my Stat Lab, and you will be able to use a formula sheet. So don't worry about memorizing formulas. You'll also find that formula sheet in my Stat Lab, or you can click here to find your copy. And then every folder is set up pretty much the same way. If we go back to the home page and we go down to the Unit 3 folder, you're going to see the sequence for performing the assignments. You're going to have outlines available to you here. So print the outlines, watch the video, take good notes. The playlist is available right here as well. Do watch the videos in the homework assignment first though. And then the My Stat Lab homework that's going to be assigned is here, along with the objectives for the chapter. There are 2 worksheets to submit for Chapter 3, 1 focused exercise, and then the review and exam. And finally, Chapter 4, let's go back to the home page. Chapter 4, again, has all the same type of material. And here are 2 worksheets to submit here in Blackboard. So every chapter is pretty much set up the same way. Chapter 1 is the only one that does not have worksheet assignments to submit, but the other chapters do. So make sure that you go to the correct chapter, and that's where you will be able to submit your assignments.